was meant to sound. You were already walking through my seasons, holding every piece of me unbound. I thought I had to find the perfect moment to reach a place where I could call your name. But you were there in every silent struggle, the same, the same, the same. You were not waiting for my voice to be stronger. You were not waiting for my heart to be whole. You were already moving in my story, quietly shaping my soul. You were my peace before I knew how to pray, before I ever lifted up my hands. You were the love that held me in my weakness, the God I didn't understand. You were my peace before I knew how to pray, and now I see it all along. You were the quiet in my deepest chaos, the reason I am strong. There were nights I never called your presence, yet you were closer than the air I breathe. You saw the tears I never showed to anyone, and still you chose to stay with me. Even in the years I walked in silence, even when I didn't recognize your face, you were writing mercy into every moment, calling it grace. So I don't need perfect words to reach you. I don't need a perfect faith to stand. keep resting in the knowing that I was never out of your sight. For the God who loved me before I knew Him is still my light. You were my peace before I knew how to pray, and you will be my peace till the end. For the Savior who was always with me will always call me friend. You were my peace before I knew how to pray, and now my soul can finally see that every breath I ever take is covered by your love for me. Before I prayed, you were there. Before I knew you cared. I spent so many years trying to prove it, that I was worthy of your love somehow, building my worth on fragile achievements, only to fall apart here and now. Every step felt like I had to measure. Every breath felt like I had to fight, until I met the grace that never asked me to be strong enough to be right. He never asked for perfection, you never chased my success. You only called my broken pieces into your rest. I rested in a love I didn't have to earn, a mercy deeper than I could understand. And in the arms of my Redeemer, I finally learned to stand. I rested in a love I didn't have to earn, no striving left inside my soul, just the peace of knowing I am chosen and completely made whole. The world still speaks in constant expectations, telling me I'm never quite enough. But your voice is louder than the pressure, and your love is strong enough. to wander back into the race I left behind. You gently bring me to remember your love is not defined. I rested in a love I didn't have to earn, a mercy deeper than I could understand. And in the arms of my Redeemer, I finally learned to stand. I rested in a love I didn't have to earn, no striving left inside my soul, just the peace of knowing I am chosen and completely made whole. One day all striving will be over. Every race will finally cease, and I will stand before my Savior in perfect, endless peace. Until that day, I will keep resting in the truth that sets me free, that I am loved not for my doing, but for simply being me. I rested in a love I didn't have to earn, and that truth will carry me through all my days. For the love that found me in my weakness will never fade away. I rested in a love I didn't have to earn, and now my heart can finally breathe, because the grace that holds me every moment is all I'll ever need. I am loved, I am free. In your grace, I finally see. I reached a point where nothing made much sense, where even breathing felt like work to do. The weight of everything I couldn't fix myself was heavier than anything I knew. I smiled outside, but shattered in my silence, trying to hide the cracks no one could see. And in the middle of my deepest breaking, you were quietly holding me. You didn't wait until I got it right. You didn't wait for me to be enough. You came into the mess I tried to hide and called it love. When I was falling apart, you held me together. Piece by piece, you Even when I couldn't see tomorrow, your mercy was the only thing I know. When I was falling apart, you held me together. You turned my brokenness into peace. And in the middle of my deepest struggle, you never once released me. There were nights I thought I wouldn't make it, days I barely had the strength to stand. But somehow in the middle of my weakness, I found myself inside your hands. You didn't promise life without the battles, but you promised you would stay with me. And that was more than all my understanding, more than I could see. So I stopped trying to be my own savior, stopped pretending I was strong alone, because the one who formed the stars above me had already made me his own. When I was falling apart, you held me together, piece by piece. You never let me go. Even when I couldn't see tomorrow, your mercy was the only thing I know. When I was falling apart, you held me together. You turned my brokenness into peace. And in the middle of my deepest struggle, you never once released me. One day every broken part will matter. Every tear will tell a story of grace. And I will see how every falling moment was never wasted space. Until then, I will keep trusting your presence, even when my heart is weak and worn. For the God who holds together the broken has already won. When I was falling apart, you held me together, and that truth will never fade away. For the Savior who sustains the shattered still holds me every day. When I was falling apart, you held me together, and now my heart can finally see that even in my deepest broken places, barely understand. My faith feels small, like flickering embers, slipping softly through my hands. I wonder if you hear my silent whispers, if heaven notices my fragile sound. But even in my most uncertain moments, your presence still surrounds. You don't measure prayers by perfection. You don't weigh them by their strength. You listen with a father's compassion that goes to any length. Even my weakest prayer still reaches heaven. Even my trembling voice is heard. For the God who made the stars above me knows every broken word. Even my weakest prayer still reaches heaven, and nothing is ever out of sight. For your mercy meets me in my weakness and turns my darkness into light. I used to think I had to be stronger to earn the right to come before your throne. But grace revealed a deeper invitation, that I could never come alone. You take the fragments of my weary heartbeats. You take the tears I cannot even speak, and turn them into songs of restoration, where I am safe and weak. So I will not fear my lack of words, Lord. I will not hide what I feel inside, for you are closer in my brokenness than any strength I've tried. Even my weakest prayer still reaches heaven. Even my trembling voice is heard. For the God who made the stars above me knows every broken word. Even my weakest prayer still reaches heaven, and nothing is ever out of sight. For your mercy meets me in my weakness and turns my darkness into light. One day all my silent prayers will blossom into worship face to face, and every tear I never had the words for will testify that day I'll rest in your assurance that nothing I bring is too small for the one who hears the cry of every heart is the one who hears it all. Even my weakest prayer still reaches heaven, and that truth will never change. For the Savior who delights in broken hearts will never turn away. Even my weakest prayer still reaches heaven, and I will never be alone. For every whispered, fragile prayer I offer still finds its way back home. Even my weakest prayer, you hear it still. Even my weakest prayer, you always will. I woke up tired before the day began, like sleep could never fix what's in my soul. Every step felt heavier than yesterday, like I was losing parts I used to hold. I tried to smile, but even that was shaking. I tried to pray, but words just fell apart. And in the middle of my quiet breaking, you found my heart. You didn't ask me to pretend I'm stronger. You didn't ask me to hide what I feel. You met me right inside my deepest weakness and made it real. When my heart was too tired to keep going, you became the strength I didn't have. You lifted every burden I was carrying and gave me all I lacked. When my heart was too tired to keep going, you held me closer than before. And in the middle of my exhaustion, you became mine more. I thought that strength meant never falling over, that I had to be enough on my own. But you showed me strength is found in surrender. When I let you take control, Until then, I will keep resting in your promise that I will never walk alone. For the God who holds the broken and the weary will lead me home. When my heart was too tired to keep going, you became the strength I didn't have. And now I see your love was never leaving. It only carried me back. When my heart was too tired to keep going, you became my song, my peace, my light. And in your arms I found forever. I'll be alright. You became my strength when I was weak. You carried me when I couldn't speak. The evening settles softly on the window, and shadows stretch across the quiet room. Another day has come and gone behind me, like a fading flower losing its bloom. I've carried worries farther than I should have, held burdens never meant for me alone. But here beneath the silence of this moment, I finally lay them down before your throne. You know the thoughts I never say aloud. You see the tears I try so hard to hide. And every time this weary soul grows restless, your gentle mercy meets me by my side. Before I sleep, hold my heart, Jesus. Wrap me in the comfort of your peace. Let every fear surrender to your presence. Let every anxious whisper finally cease. Before I sleep, stay near beside me. Be the song that carries me through night. And when the morning sunlight finds my window, let me awaken in your perfect light. There were moments when I stumbled through the darkness, searching for a road I could not see. Yet every step that seemed so lost and fragile was still being guided faithfully by by thee. You never asked me to be strong forever. You never told me I must stand alone. Instead, you offered grace for every weakness and made my trembling heart your home. Your love remains when circumstances change. Your promises are written in the stars. And even when tomorrow feels uncertain, I know exactly where your faithful arms are. Before I sleep, hold my heart, Jesus. Wrap me in the comfort of your peace. Let every fear surrender to your presence. Let every anxious whisper finally cease. Before I sleep, stay near beside me. Be the song that carries me through night. And when the morning sunlight finds my window, let me awaken in your perfect light. One day there'll be no sorrow left to carry, no lonely valley waiting to be crossed. Only endless joy around your throne of glory, where nothing broken will ever be lost. Until that day, I'll rest within your goodness, trusting every chapter yet to come. Because the hands that form the stars above me are the same hands leading me home. Before I sleep, hold my heart, Jesus. Let heaven's peace wash over every fear. For every breath becomes a quiet worship when I remember you are always here. Before I sleep, stay near beside me. Be my shelter through the passing night. And when eternity unfolds before me, I'll forever walk within your light. Hold my heart, Jesus, through the night. Hold my heart, Jesus, until the morning light. The sun slipped quietly beyond the horizon, and evening wrapped the world in gentle blue. And Another day of carrying heavy burdens, another day of trying to make it through. My mind was crowded with tomorrow's questions. My heart was tired from fighting every fear. But in the stillness of that sacred moment, I felt your calming presence drawing near. You didn't ask me to have all the answers. You didn't ask me to understand the road. You simply opened wide your arms of mercy and invited me to let go. I left my worries at the feet of Jesus. Every burden, every fear, every care. And somehow what once felt so overwhelming became lighter in the shelter of His grace. I left my worries at the feet of Jesus and traded all my striving for His peace. For the one who holds tomorrow in His hands was holding every part of me. The stars appeared like promises above me, tiny reminders that you're always near. And everyone seemed to softly whisper, you never walk alone down here. The problems waiting for me in the morning had not completely disappeared from sight. They no longer felt so frightening when placed within your endless light. Because the God who guides the oceans and calls the galaxies by name is still the loving shepherd who carries me when I'm afraid. My worries at the feet of Jesus. Every burden, every fear, every care. And somehow what once felt so overwhelming became lighter in the shelter of His grace. Traded all my striving for His peace. For the one who holds tomorrow in His hands was holding every part of me. One day all my questions will be answered. One day faith will finally become sight. But until then, I'll rest within the promise that your love is guiding every step of life. cannot see beyond the shadows, when I don't know what tomorrow brings, I'll trust the heart that gave its life to save me, and the King above all kings. I left my worries at the feet of Jesus, and found a peace this world could never give, a quiet confidence within my spirit that teaches weary hearts to live. I left my worries at the feet of Jesus, and there I'll leave them day by day. For every burden becomes a little lighter when placed before the Lord in prayer. At the feet of Jesus, I found peace. At the feet of Jesus, my soul could finally breathe. There are days my heart feels scattered pieces, like it cannot find its way back home. I try to sing, but only broken echoes are all I seem to know. Still I lift the fragments of my weakness, every tear I never hid from you, and somehow in the middle of my brokenness, your mercy breaks through. You don't require perfect melody, you don't demand a flawless song, you just receive the honest offering of a heart that's barely strong. Even my broken heart can still worship you, even my trembling voice is enough, for you are not moved by perfection, you are moved by love. Even my broken heart can still worship you, and in your presence I am made new, because the God who sees my weakness still calls me through. I used to think I had to hide my fractures, to stand before you without any shame, but you showed me that my deepest broken places are where you call my name. So I no longer run from losing every piece I thought was failing. I find I'm never alone. You turn my pain into a pathway. You turn my wounds into your praise. And in the middle of my surrender, you rewrite all my days. Even my broken heart can still worship you. Even my trembling voice is enough. For you are not moved by perfection. You are moved by love. Even my broken heart can still worship you. And in your presence I am made new. Because the God who sees my weakness still calls me through. One day every broken note will vanish. Every tear will turn to song. And I will stand before you whole forever, where I belong. Until then I'll keep on giving everything, even when I have nothing to give. For the God who loves my broken offering is the reason I live. Even my broken heart can still worship you. And that truth will carry me through night. For the Savior who receives my weakness turns darkness into light. Even my broken heart can still worship you. And now my soul can finally see that even in my broken hallelujah, you are enough for me. Broken, but yours, still yours, always yours. I carried yesterday into the dawn, like a suitcase filled with silent storms, trying to smile while the weight held on, wearing courage that was tired and worn. The world kept moving without a pause, while questions echoed inside my mind. Then through the stillness, softer than breath, I felt your mercy begin to find me. Not in thunder, not in fire, not in answers I could explain, but in a quiet, holy whisper, calling me gently by my name. I found the place where my heart finally rested, safe in the shadow of your endless grace. No longer running, no longer pretending, held by the kindness shining from your face. When all my strength had almost left me, when every road seemed lost in the night, you became